What if I told you that the safe money sitting in your bank account right now might be quietly costing you tens of thousands of dollars? Not because you're doing anything wrong, but because you were taught the wrong rule. For decades, every financial advisor has said the same thing: keep 3 to 6 months of expenses in savings. Sounds safe, right? But that advice was built for a different era. Today, with inflation eating into your purchasing power and the stock market offering way better long-term returns, blindly following that old rule could be one of the biggest financial mistakes you're making without even knowing it. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how much cash you should keep, why more cash doesn't mean more safety, and I'll show you a smarter 3-tier system that keeps you protected while putting your extra money to work. Let's get into it. Let's start with the problem. Most traditional savings accounts pay less than 0.5% in interest per year, less than 1%. Meanwhile, everyday prices, groceries, rent, insurance have been climbing around 3% a year or more. Do the math on that. If your money is earning 0.5%, but prices are rising 3%, your money is actually losing value every single year just by sitting there. It feels safe because the number in your account isn't going down. But what that money can actually buy, its real value, is shrinking quietly in the background. This is called cash drag, and it's the hidden tax nobody warns you about. Here's where it gets real. Let's say you're keeping $60,000 in cash for emergencies, but realistically, you only ever needed $20,000 of that for true emergencies. That means $40,000 is just sitting there, doing basically nothing. If that extra $40,000 had been invested in a simple, low-cost stock market index fund, instead growing at a conservative 8% a year, over 10 years it could have grown to roughly $86,000. But sitting in a savings account, even a decent one, it only grows to about $51,000 after taxes. That's a difference of $35,000. $35,000 lost, not from a bad investment, not from a market crash, just from keeping too much cash sitting idle for too long. So if the old 3 to 6 months rule is flawed, what should you actually use? This is where a smarter concept comes in, your personal run rate, or PRR for short. Here's the idea. In a real emergency, you lose your job, you have a medical issue, whatever it is, you're not going to keep spending money the same way you do now. You're going to cut back immediately. You'll cancel subscriptions, stop eating out, pause vacations. So your emergency fund shouldn't be based on your full lifestyle spending. It should be based on your bare bones, essential survival spending, housing, basic food, utilities, minimum debt, payments, and insurance. Nothing else. Let's put real numbers to this. Say your full monthly lifestyle spending is $7,500. That includes dining out, streaming services, travel, all of it. But when you strip it down to just the essentials, housing, basic groceries, utilities, minimum debt payments, that number drops to about $5,200 a month. That's a 30% cut, just by being honest about what you actually need to survive versus what you're used to spending. And when you apply that smaller number to the 6-month rule, instead of the bigger one, your required emergency fund drops from around $45,000 down to about $31,500. That's over $13,000 freed up immediately. Money that can now go to work for you instead of sitting idle. Now here's the framework that ties it all together. Instead of dumping all your emergency money into one single savings account, you split it into 3 tiers, based on how quickly you'd actually need access to it. Think of it like layers of a safety net, each one built for a different kind of emergency. Tier 1 is your immediate operational cash. This is about 1 month's worth of essential expenses, kept in a regular checking account or a high-yield checking account with instant debit and ATM access. This tier isn't about earning interest. It's about speed. This is the money for a surprise car, repair, an unexpected medical copay, or a short-term cash flow gap. You want zero friction. Getting to this money, you might need it today, not in 3 business days. Tier 2 is your primary reserve, typically 1 to 2 months' worth of essentials. This is where a high-yield savings account or a solid money market fund comes in. These options are still fully protected, fully liquid, but they actually pay you a competitive interest rate instead of next to nothing. This tier covers bigger disruptions, like a job transition, or a more serious home auto repair. You can access it within a day or 2, and in the meantime, it's actually earning you something instead of sitting flat. Tier 3 is your secondary, longer-range backup, usually 2 to 3 months worth of essentials. This is for the bigger, scarier scenarios, extended unemployment, or a broader economic downturn. For this tier, short-term treasury bills or treasury-backed funds are often a smart choice. Why? Because the interest you earn from US Treasury debt is exempt from state and local income tax. If you live in a high-tax state, that's a real, meaningful advantage. You keep more of what you earn, and you're still backed by some of the safest debt in the world. Now, not everyone needs the same size cushion, and this is important. Your ideal emergency fund really depends on how stable your income is. If you're in a dual-income household with steady, secure jobs, think healthcare or government work, 3 months of your essential expenses is often enough. If you're a single-income household with a stable corporate job, aim closer to 4 or 5 months. But if your income is variable, commission-based sales, freelancing, running your own business, you'll want a bigger buffer, somewhere around 6 to 9 months, because your income itself is less predictable. The size of your safety net should match the size of the risk you're actually carrying. So how do you actually put this into action? Here's your simple 4-step plan. Step 1. Track your actual essential spending for a month or 2, separating true necessities from lifestyle extras. Step 2. Cap how much you keep in Tier 1 and Tier 2, anything above that 2-month threshold should be automatically invested into a broad market index fund. Step 3. If you're in a high-tax state, consider shifting your Tier 3 money into treasury bills or treasury-backed funds to avoid unnecessary state taxes. And Step 4. Set up a backup credit line, a low-interest credit card or a home equity line of credit as a just-in-case backstop, so you can afford to keep your actual cash reserves leaner and more efficient. Here's the big takeaway. Financial security doesn't come from piling up as much cash as possible and hoping it's enough. It comes from being intentional, knowing exactly how much you truly need, keeping that amount smartly structured and accessible, and putting everything beyond that to work for your future. If this video helped you rethink how you manage your savings, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and drop a comment letting me know how many months of expenses you currently keep in cash. I read every single one. See you in the next video.